Kansas City. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here. The Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6". Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he's brought down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep.
Now the Raiders Steelers have got him. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings a couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the... delivers a score. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's James. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. On second down, McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. This is taken at the 23. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now a handoff looking right. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 28-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now James returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Malcolm Kuntz make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Fielded just inside the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And it's complete to Adams.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Steps away to his left. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders open the lead up to 34-0.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's James. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Gano the extra point, and it is 42-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. Corey Davis, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Michael Pitt.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Now James returning. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You complete 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the Raiders have got him. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taken from just outside the 30. Dances by him. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
would be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds Gronk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's James. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 11. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there for the Raiders.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there, with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
What's the deal, y'all? So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd down. Here's an option right.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34.
117 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine. Didn't have to be out there the entire